and I just so happen to like you. I think you're beautiful despite your small ass dick that I didn't know about, that I wouldn't be talking about if you weren't an asshole. Hello beautiful people, what's popping in the streets? It's your girl Nabia Silva and I'm back with another video. So today I'm going to be doing a story time, a messy story time. We're going to start a series on my channel called Messy Story Times, bitch. Because I feel like I've been in way too many hectic situations or like weird situations, dude, with people who are out here on the streets pretending as if they're good people, but they're fucked. They are fucked as humans. So why not expose them? Why not expose them? I won't be saying any names, dude, but trust me, everyone that I talk about within this story time, within the story times, the messy story times, you know them. You know them. They're out here in the streets. So let's talk about this nigga who had the chance to call me a doormat, given he has the smallest dick I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes. By the way, I'm drinking Black Label. Shout out to all the babeses that drink Black Label. Okay? Black Label. The beer, not the spirit. I don't know what the spirit tastes like. I got my revenge and I'm getting my revenge now. So, yeah, dude, let's talk about it. Because these niggas have the chance to disrespect you to your face, bitch. And you know, at the time, like, when all of this happened, I was such an insecure babes. Naive as fuck. Assuming that people are really good out here. Like, no one is out here just being an asshole unprovoked, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking that the people that I follow on Instagram, the people that I see on Instagram are not like trash, you know? Bottom of the barrel type of niggas. So I moved to Cape Town, and when I moved to Cape Town, I went to UCT. So this is me starting the story. So I matriculated in 2014. 2015. And then I went to Michaelis, which is a campus, a fine art campus within UCT. So I studied fine art, and while I was studying fine art in my second year, I started my makeup diploma at the Cole Makeup Academy. So in the daytime, like every week, I was a full-time student at like UCT. But then on a Monday and Tuesday, I had makeup school, and I did that for a year until I graduated from the makeup academy that I studied at. So in that year, I would get hired for makeup and shit. So I had a gig. So yeah, I got this gig, and then this nigga that I know, he's a well-known babes. I call him well-known babes. So well-known babes was there, and I'm like, oh shit, this sexy ass nigga is here. And I'm like, okay, let's see if he pays me any mind. Of course, because I'm the baddest hoe, he pays me mind, but he's being like hella passive aggressive, like basically just being an asshole. Like, you know how insecure men will be like, they kind of want to put you down. If you're a bad bitch, they'll put you down in order to make themselves feel better, to make themselves feel like more, I don't know, powerful or whatever the fuck, because you feel some type of way about how hot you are, dude. And obviously he likes you, so now he because he knows that he's insecure, he's gonna be an asshole to you and then call it flirting. So at the time, that's called toxic masculinity. That is toxic masculinity from top to bottom, left and right, full circle. So toxic masculinity was genuinely like my type, dude. If you're a toxic masculine man, that's my type. That was my type. I don't waste my time with toxic masculinity anymore. So this nigga is being an asshole, and I'm like, you know what? I'm so nice, dude. Like, there's really no reason to be an asshole. So I'm like, I'm gonna show this nigga that I'm actually a nice person. He doesn't need to be an asshole for me to open up or anything like that. And I often did that. Like, I would try to prove myself to these people who were assholes, trash individuals. But because I felt like I was lesser than, I would then spend the time trying to convince the next person that I'm worthy or whatever the fuck. So I'm like, this nigga, okay. Because I still think he's like so fucking cute. He really does have a cute face, dude. He really has a cute face. Yeah, so like he's flirting with me. And I'm like trying to prove myself, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, like I'm low-key hoping that he asks for my number. So at the end of the set, at the end of set, whatever, the photo shoot, whatever it was, he asked for my number, and then I was like, sharp. We exchanged numbers, and then he texted me as soon as I left. So I was like, okay, maybe this guy likes me, you know? Here I am, naive as fuck. Like, anyway. And also at that time, like anyone that I met, I would take them seriously, like give them the benefit of the doubt. Like maybe we could get to know each other, like very much open to dating. So I was just like super kind, like, you know, I had all my barriers down at this point. So I remember it being a Thursday night, and he decided that he wanted to see me. So now, like over the phone, like I told him that I was on my period, and I know niggas, you know, 1 + 1. So I was like, this nigga wants to come to my house, I'm on my period, dude. So I tell him I'm on my period. Like I don't think I told him directly, but then I would say like, can we do another night? And then he called me, and like I was still quite nervous about the whole situation. Like I didn't want to really I didn't want to entertain this nigga that day because I was on my period, you know. But then like now he calls me trying to convince me that like I want him to come over basically. And then he's like, yeah, I feel like you're being a wimp and what, like you're being, why are you scared, blah blah blah, like we're just gonna chill, like. And then I tell him I'm on my period, blah blah blah. He's like, no, it's chill, like we're already on the phone, why don't I just come over, blah blah blah, saying all of this shit, you know what I'm saying? So because I like the nigga, and I also had this bad habit of believing guys, like believing men when they say anything, dude, especially when it comes to like anything to do with them coming over, whatever. Giving them the benefit of the doubt is like a dumbass move, I've learned now. So I let this nigga manipulate me into allowing him to come over. He comes through with Jack Daniels and Coke and what. Like we're just chilling, blah blah blah, and I'm like trying my best to get this guy to come out of his shell because he's still being an asshole. He comes to my house still being an asshole, and I'm like doing the hospitality thing, making sure he's okay, yeah, all this what. Then I like try to make conversation. I tried to make conversation, and I'm like, dude, you have such an interesting name, like how did you get your name? And then I'm like trying to ask him, dude, like how did your parents name you? Because I have an interesting name and I get that question, so I thought it would be a cute way to start a conversation. This nigga's like, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what? Why? Like, what? I don't even know if he said I don't want to talk about that. But he said he wasn't going to talk about it. I'm like, okay. I'm still thinking that, okay, maybe the babes are shy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't take his being an asshole as like him being an asshole. I genuinely thought the boy was shy, dude. So I'm trying my best to get him to like open up, you know? Nothing. And I'm like, okay, dude, ew, this is exhausting now. Now we fast forward to like us hooking up or whatever. like now we're kissing, and I'm not sure if he initiated the kiss. I'm pretty sure that I initiated the kiss. The way that the boy was so fucking like nervous, it looked like he was nervous, but I'm taking it as he's shy. I need to open him up, show him that I'm not a bad person, blah blah blah. That time this nigga is trash. That's all that it is. So I was like, nah, I don't want to do anything, like and then he's trying to like make me give him head, and I'm like, not really, but I'll give you a hand job, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you a hand job. Because, dude, I was not happy with what I saw. I was not happy with what I saw. Also, I was not in the mood because at the beginning, I said I was not in the mood. So now Babes is touched. Goes to bed a bit like pissed off that all he got was a hand job. And now we sleep and wake up. I'm a cuddler. I'm trying to cuddle the nigga. Nigga's not trying to cuddle, dude. He's pissed. And I don't know why I let this nigga in my house for so long, dude. Yo, I don't know how many times I've done this, but I let this guy stay. I let him sleep over. We wake up in the morning, dude. Wake up in the morning. Babes is knocking on my door, trying to get with me again. He's trying to make me give him head again. And I'm like, bitch, I don't want to give you head, though. I don't want to give you head. I'm not interested in having sex either. So, my hands are available, though. I got hands for you, but I don't have a mouth, or my vagina is not opening for you. So, he's like, okay, sure, fine. Hand job. He's, like, frustrated because nothing is happening from this hand job that I'm giving him. I'm like, okay, anyway, so now he comes out the bed frustrated on some, okay, I'm going to work. I'm like, okay. I'm like, do you want to shower? He's like, nah, I'm just going to freshen up and then go. So I was like, okay, no problem. I was like, sure, no problem. He finishes getting ready, and then I'm like, okay, let me walk you out. I was like, okay, cool, let me walk you out because I don't want you to get lost. And he's like, no, I'm cool. Don't worry about it. I was like, hey, nigga, can you stop being difficult? Let me just walk you out. Because the problem is, the way that my apartment was set up, like, it was quite difficult for people to find the door that is to the the elevator. So I thought he was gonna get lost, and I didn't want him to get lost, but nigga is pissed from the whack night that he had. So I'm like, okay, let's walk. Then I pause. We're walking out the door, and then he's like, so is that why you're a doormat? And I'm like, dude, I froze. Actually, in real life, I froze. I couldn't believe that he called me a doormat, honestly. I internalized it so deep. It went to such a deep place in my chest, dude. To this day, this happened 5 years ago. To this day, dude, I was triggered. To this day, last year I was triggered. So I'm like, what? This nigga really just called me a doormat. With the smallest dick, he called me a doormat. And I'm like, yo, hectic. Did that actually just happen? And I'm like, what, doormat? I'm just like trying to walk you to the fucking door so you don't get lost. But you're mad that we didn't have sex, that I didn't do anything, when I told you at the beginning that I didn't want to do anything. So anyway, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened? Then I'm walking him to the elevator. We get to the elevator. We're waiting for the elevator, and then he decides he wants to kiss me goodbye. I allow him, my dumbass frozen brain, I didn't know what to do. I allow him to kiss me goodbye. Then, in his mind, he thinks, okay, then he leaves. I'm still trying to process what the fuck happened and why did I allow this nigga to waste my time? Why did I allow him to stay in my bed for so long? Being an asshole from top to bottom, dude. Nothing changed. He was an asshole from beginning to end. And at this time, I was a small person. Like, no one knew who I was, dude. So he was treating me like shit. So anyway, nigga messages me. One time I got to work, fine, I hope you have a good day, thank you for the night, blah, 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 being nice and shit. And I'm like, were you not an asshole the whole time? And I'm like, okay, hectic, whatever, I'll never see that nigga ever again. I go to my friends and I tell them, dude, this nigga called me a doormat with a small dick. And I'm like, yo. Obviously, my friends made me feel better. And I'm like, I was scarred, dude. I was really touched. Like, it really hurt my feelings that he called me a doormat because I am a really, like, I was a doormat. I won't lie. I have doormat-y type personality traits. But the fact that he had the audacity to say that to my face when I'm trying to be nice, dude. And I just so happen to like you. I think you're beautiful despite your small ass dick that I didn't know about. That I wouldn't be talking about if you weren't an asshole. Anyway, now we fast forward a couple of years. Now Nubia is out here. I'm rocking it. I'm working. People are noticing my work, you know what I'm saying? People are noticing who I am. So, nigga decides he wants to follow me. By the way, I never spoke to him again after that. Never spoke to him again. Never saw him again. Then nigga decides to follow me on Twitter. Follows me on Twitter and I'm like, triggered. Now I'm triggered. This is the nigga who called me a doormat to my face. How dare you? How dare you follow me on Twitter, bitch? When you haven't even apologized for calling me a doormat. Mind you, I haven't told you that I had a problem, but how dare you follow me? So I messaged him on some, dude, you need to apologize. I said, the exact message was, are you gonna apologize for calling me a doormat so that I can actually say that you're a good man out here? Like, because among, like, the type of person that I am, I want to follow him back, but he needs to apologize. That's the only way. So he doesn't reply for like 5 days. I unfollow his ass. And then I get a phone call. And I'm like, Wangon Bays is actually calling me. He must be fucking scared for his life, dude. He must be scared for his life because that's the way that it came across, that he was scared because you know how niggas get exposed on Twitter, and it was at the beginning of 2020 where lots of niggas were getting exposed. So nigga calls me in a state on some, yo, this babes, what is she talking about? What did I do? I don't even remember, blah, blah, blah. So now he calls me, he calls, I don't answer, I message him on some, can I call you back later, blah, blah, blah. We decide on a time. Nigga is so respectful. This is the nicest I've ever. Now he's a nice guy. And I'm like, I don't know this human being. So I was like, okay, on the phone call, I was like, yeah, dude, I was actually surprised to hear from you. Like, what the hell? I didn't expect to get like a direct apology. While he apologizes, he says he doesn't remember what happened. Then I have to explain. Then he's like, oh, I don't remember that, but like, I really apologize because that's a shitty thing to do, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm sorry. And then I was like, yeah, because I was shocked to see you following me. And then he was like, yeah, I followed you because, yeah, I feel like you found something that you're passionate about, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, I'm really happy for you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, sure. Thank you very much, you know. I'm a nice guy, dude. We can make peace. But if you're a fake ass bitch, that's when we're not gonna make peace. That's where the loyalty is finished. I don't give a fuck. So anyway, nigga apologizes out of fear and claims not to remember his actions like every other man. And now I go to this party, what. I go to a Great Day, and I think it was, and I see him there. And I'm like, okay, this bitch ass. And you know, like, fake people have a tendency to do this weird shit where they'll act like they haven't seen you in the place. And then they'll be like, wait, what's the... Like, what's that shocked face? I'm so terrible at that shit. But anyway, they'll act shocked when you've seen me, bitch. Why you acting shocked? Just say hi like a normal person. You don't need to be fake about it, dude. Like, you saw me. It's okay. So yeah, no, I don't have loyalty for any bitch ass, any asshole. I don't have loyalty, especially if you have the chest to call me a doormat and then only like respect me when I have some type of name. Now you think I'm relevant or something like that. So yeah, no, yeah, that's what happened, dude. Not knowing your worth is like a curse, dude. It's really a curse, because then people have the chance to say shit that they would never have the confidence to say if you had known your worth at the beginning. Because I wouldn't have given this nigga my time, given how trash his personality was, but because I wanted to impress him so badly and I thought he was so cute, and for some reason I thought that like assholes were shy people. No, you're just an asshole. No. So yeah, dude, that's my first messy story time. It's not really messy. I don't know if that's a messy story time. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want me to do another messy story time. We can take it to level 2. This is level 1 messy. Now we can take it to level 2 messy, and then we can take it all the way to level 10. You just have to let me know with the engagement. So like this video, please, and I'll know I need to come back with like a more lit, a more hectic story for y'all. Shout out to my 187 subscribers. Shout out to you guys. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.